This next part, there is no explanation for what happened. I saw a figure in the corner. What it do, YouTube? PT in the cut. Welcome back to the channel. So I've been thinking, on one of my recent videos, my Q&A, I gave you guys some options of what type of content you guys would like to see, and one of them was actually a story time. So now I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna pop up a quick story time for you guys. And don't worry guys, I'm gonna save the curly hair routine for another day. Actually, you know what, wait a minute, you guys have waited long enough. I'm going to drop the curly hair routine after this video. How do you guys feel about that? Anyways, back on topic, I know you guys seen the title of the video, and this is not no regular schmegular story time, alright? I'm putting you guys on one of my craziest childhood story time, my scariest paranormal encounter, and I know you guys are ready for that. And you know what's funny? I never told anybody this story. I really just kept it to myself and I kept it low-key. So before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe because I'm posting bangers. If this video scares you, leave a like. If you ever been through a similar encounter, drop a comment. And if you overall enjoyed the video, subscribe, join the family because we lit, posting bangers back to back. So come on guys, show some love. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so this story took place around when I think I was in grade 8. I don't think I reached high school yet. So this was before I even entered high school. This was back when we lived in a smaller place and I shared a room with my brother. The room layout was kind of weird. I don't know how to explain this. Imagine a room like this, right? So you see how the door is here? The bunk bed would be like right there. Like imagine none of that stuff there and the bunk bed is there, right? The other side of the room, there's like bookshelves, toys, and all that. Anyways, when it came to nighttime, me and my brother were always kind of scared of the dark. So my mom bought us a nightlight and we would just sleep with that. So yeah, we would sleep with a nightlight every single night. Like we could never go a night without the lights fully off because we would literally freak out. So if it ever ran out, you know, we'd always have like spare night lights somewhere in the house. So anyways, one night we're going to bed and my brother slept on the top bunk because it was like smaller, and I slept on the bottom one because it was, you know, obviously bigger, and I was bigger than my brother. So you know, I go in, I put in the night light, I turn it on. My mom tells us good night, she turns off the light, she leaves, right? So you know, me and my brother are just laying down peacefully in our little room with the little light coming from the night light, and we're laying on our own bunks, you know, whatever. This is where stuff started getting creepy. And let me just tell you guys from now, I never really believed in paranormal stuff until things like this started happening to me. So let me just let you guys know, for those of you guys who don't believe in this stuff at all, you kind of have to see it for yourself to believe in it, and that's understandable. That's exactly what happened to me. So anyways, things started going downhill from here. Me and my brother were still wide awake and the nightlight started flickering a little bit, right? And we had this nightlight for a while, so it could have been losing power. But usually when the nightlights run out of power, it just completely, like, you know, shuts off. This one was flickering on and off. Just kept on flickering, flickering, flickering. And it was doing this for like 10 seconds, kept on flickering. And after, it just completely went out. It wouldn't turn back on. The room was pitch black. And then I remember I was kind of freaked out, but I didn't really say anything. You know, I felt that rush. I felt my nerves, you know, I was very hot and I was like sweaty. And you know, being the older brother, I gotta take the role of being brave and letting my brother know everything's okay. So my little bro, his name is Elijah, he started getting kind of worried. So I was just like, you know what, it's okay, relax, I'ma fix it. So I tried making sure the nightlight was inside the outlet properly, you know, so the electricity is touching the circuits and all that. I just kept on moving it, moving it, moving it. And then the nightlight turned on. So then, you know, I calmed down a little bit. I'm like, okay, you know, whatever, it's acting up, but it's fine now. My brother calms down and I go back to bed. So we're laying down for a little bit. I'm pretty sure you guys already know what's gonna happen. The nightlight went out, and this time it didn't flicker at all. It just went straight out. So I was just like, you know what, it's probably dying, I'm not gonna think too much of it. And here's the thing, my parents were sleeping, so I didn't really want to wake them up for this kind of thing, especially since at the time I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought the power was going out and I didn't know where the other nightlights were, you know. So I got up and I tried fixing it again, and then this time it would not turn on at all. All right, it's done, the nightlight is done. And then my little brother started, you know, acting up again. He got a little scared. So then I was just like, you know what, calm down, you could come down to my bunk and we could sleep together. So my brother came down and then he relaxed a little bit. And you know, we were both a little scared because we're not used to sleeping in pitch black and we're used to having a nightlight, and we were young, but us being together kind of took our minds off of that, right? And you guys are probably wondering, why didn't you just turn on the lights? Well, keep in mind it's nighttime, we have school the next day. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot sleep with the lights on. If it's a little night light, you know, dimming some light in the room, I'm okay with that. But full lights on, I will not fall asleep unless I am tired. Like I had a whole 9-hour shift tired. So the lights stayed off, but we were fine. We were together. And we actually fell asleep. So we fell asleep, some time goes by, and then out of nowhere, I randomly wake up. The lights are still pitch black. I can't see anything, and I'm just like, maybe it's almost time for school. I check my phone, and I don't remember the exact time, but it was like around 3-4 a.m. like around that. But I remember it was definitely not time for school. And I'm just like, I gotta force myself back to sleep now. And usually when I wake up in the middle of the night, it's kind of hard for me to go back to sleep. So some time goes by and I still can't fall asleep. So I'm just laying there staring off in my dark room. And then I kid you not, yo, when I tell you my soul leaped out of my body, like I was so scared. I don't know if I was just seeing things because it's pitch black, or if, you know, I'm scared and my mind is like, you know, putting things in my brain. But I swear, till this day, I saw a figure in the corner. It was a female figure walking from one corner of my room to the other corner of my room. And I froze. Yo, I'm getting shivers talking about this. I did not know what to do. I was so scared to the point where I couldn't move, I couldn't scream, I couldn't do anything. I just wanted to run out the room and tell my parents, but I was too scared to move, and I didn't want to leave my little brother because he was still sleeping. So I pretended I didn't see anything, and I put the cover over my head like I was not having it, and I tried to force myself back to sleep. And guys, this next part is where the real paranormal stuff started actually happening. Yeah, it's possible the nightlight could have just went out of power. Yeah, it's possible you're scared so you're imagining things and it's in the dark. But this next part, there is no explanation for what happened. I kid you not, like literally 2 minutes after I put the blanket over my head, I felt something grab my leg. And the grip was really strong. Like I felt it. This, I could not imagine this. It felt like someone took their hand and they straight just grabbed my leg, and it was pretty hard. So when that happened, I'm already scared about seeing the figure and about the lights being out. I freaked out. I literally threw the blanket up, I shook, and I screamed. Like, I was big scared. I'm like, no. Why is this happening to me? I never done no paranormal stuff. I never did no Ouija board. So why is you bringing your negative presence into my life? Like, keep your negative energy over there. I don't know why the thing came for me and why it grabbed my leg, because that scared the hell out of me, and that low-key traumatized me for some time. So I screamed, and keep in mind, I was like young. I don't even think I hit puberty yet, and I let out the most girliest, loudest scream ever. My brother woke up. It was just like, what? And since I'm the older brother and he was already kind of scared of the dark, I didn't want to scare him, so I didn't tell him anything. So after I screamed and I started my brother, I think the scream also woke up my parents because it was so loud. When I tell you, the scream was so loud. So they came to check up on us, and they're just like, what's going on? Why'd you scream? I didn't tell them anything either because, you know, my brothers were beside me and I didn't want to scare him. And you know, when you tell parents things as a kid, especially things like this, like paranormal stuff, they're just like, you're imagining things, whatever. It's always like that. I told them that I had a bad dream, but you know, I didn't have no damn bad dream. I also told my parents that the nightlight went out, and I asked them if they could replace it, but they told me that they had to go out and buy some more because that was the last one in the package. So they went back to bed. My brother, he went back to bed, and I was just laying there because I couldn't fall asleep. And I'm just laying there, not able to fall asleep at all, and still thinking about what happened to me because something fully grabbed my leg. And I wonder, if I didn't have the covers over like my head, would I see anything grab it? Like, would I see the figure that I saw walk past grab my damn leg? I'm so happy I had the covers over my head because I could not handle that. If I deadass saw something grabbing my leg, I'd pass out. I'd faint. As a kid, I was very afraid. Everything scared me, but you know, now I'm big and tough. If anything like that ever happened to me again, you know, if I'm sleeping in the dark and something grabbed my leg, no hesitation, I'm not even looking, I'm just straight swinging. Anyways, that wasn't the case. I was a kid, I was scared, and I was just like, damn, good thing I had the covers on because that could have really messed me up eternally. So I just had the thought of, you know, what ifs and ands and buts in my head about the situation, and I could not fall asleep. So I tried to calm myself down, and what I did was, I remember going on YouTube and I searched, it was either a fireplace, waterways or something, just a relaxing sound, kind of like ASMR, to help me fall asleep. And then eventually, you know, boom, I'm knocked out. This is where, I'm not gonna say this is where things got crazy because things were already pretty crazy for me, but this is where things kind of got really messed up. Like, this is probably the climax of the story. I was dead asleep, knocked out, enjoying my ASMR sounds or whatever. I wake up to my brother screaming, and I remember this part vividly. I looked at him and I'm just like, what's wrong? And he's still freaking out, like he's screaming, he's going off, and he's like kind of crying. So then I try to calm him down. I'm like, Elijah, I'm here, don't worry. So then he calms down a little bit, but he's still, you know, scared, and he's still kind of freaking out. And this is what he tells me. He said he felt something grab his leg. Bro, there was some leg grabbing demon in our damn room. And this is the thing, I didn't tell my brother anything about what happened to me. For something to grab his leg and to automatically wake him up, that's kind of messed up. And then when he told me that, I froze. I remembered the situation. I remembered what happened to me. And then I was just like, yo, something's not right. After when my brother told me that, I don't know why, I'm kind of an idiot. I was just like, you know what, that happened to me too. And the reason why I told him now was kind of to validate my point that this happened to me. You know, I didn't want to sound crazy that all this stuff is happening and, you know, no one else is witnessing it. It happened to my brother too, so how can I sound crazy if it happened to both of us? So I told him everything about the figure. I felt something grab my leg too, and that's why I screamed when I woke up. He started to freak out, and it was really bad. So my parents wake up again, they come in the room, they are tired, they're pretty mad, and then they're just like, why are you guys screaming? We both tell them the story about everything that happened. You know, I told them about the figure, the nightlight flickering on and off, and I told them about the hand grabbing my leg, right? And my brother told his side too. So we told them everything. I don't think they believed us. And I don't think they believed us because one, they're tired, they're not fully processing what's going on. Two, they're upset. Three, we're kids. So they probably thought, oh, the nightlight went out, so they're probably just freaking out and they're imagining things. But no, we were not imagining nothing. This stuff was 100% authentic. So from that point on, me and my brother did not want to stay in that room anymore. We were freaked out. So we actually left to go sleep with their mom. And you know what the creepy part about this was? This was not even my first paranormal experience. This was just my scariest paranormal experience, because what are the odds that the same thing happened to me and my brother without his knowledge that it happened to me? I just think that doesn't fit under the category of a coincidence. And if you guys know any myths about this, like, you know, some type of ghost or demon that grabs your leg, let me know down in the comments if that's an actual, you know, thing that has happened to other people, or if that's just, you know, a personal thing. So I've never heard of no demon grabbing no legs. That creeped me out. But that's all in the past. I'm a changed man. I like scary stuff now. I don't know why. I don't like when scary stuff happens to me, but I like watching horror movies, all of that stuff. I enjoy that stuff. But I know that story crept you guys out, so make sure you leave a like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Help me grow. We're on a journey to 25K, and we're gonna hit that, yo. Very confident in the PT crew and the PT community. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.